Okay, we're back with round two, everybody. So Jared Napolitano is currently streaming on his channel if you want to watch. His channel is twitch.tv/J Napolitano with a number, I believe. uh, but however, Cohen and I are going to be streaming a fun match. We're going to do DDM versus Justin Branch. I believe Jared is going to be streaming the Bastion versus Teemo match. So
Yeah.
that one's going to be really fun. But you know what? This is going to be exciting. So looks like we've got Justin Branch playing map, and it looks like DDM is playing EBO. So that's 3 EBOs we've got already.
Yeah.
Like EBO, the demise of EBO is a little early as well.
And this should be interesting. DDM has played a lot of EBO in the past.
Oh yeah, easily.
And I think Justin is like I think Justin has played the most map games of anyone I know, even beating Lenny, because I think when map was first coming out, I think Justin played map the hell out of it. So he's going back to his roots, and he played all elements for life sides.
Yeah, I love it. Like, go Justin, bringing back the literally, like, these are two of the PC's like flagship decks, like OA and map. Like, they had the most V cards out of any other deck that I can think of. So it looks like he's starting your the Battle of the First Order and the Star Destroyer effects. So that's your more typical start now with map. And it looks like David is going with your typical EBO startup. So while the players are doing their starting actions and everything, you know what? I think we're going to do a quick giveaway.
Sounds great.
Let's do this. Okay. I have a question in mind, but I'm going to go check my sources before I give it away. So if you want to take control for a second, that'd be...
Smart thinking. Yeah, DDM pulled Raikön, if I'm not mistaken, with his strike planning pool. So should Justin be playing weapons? That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the Rebel base sites, his ships are protected, or rebel-based systems. So, and he's got free movement. I'm a sucker for General Carlos Raikön. I know a lot of people play Blizzx or General Leia as the general EBO, but I'm a sucker for Raikön.
I am too. Like, he's really good. Don't get me wrong, Leia's like really good because you can put her on the ship or you can put her on the ground and you can start retrieving in battles, but I think if you're DDM, you really shouldn't be afraid of Justin's space package at all. Like,
well, Justin is doing the pressure stuff with the map, and I think that's a good game plan because he probably wants to be careful with space.
Okay, so for the first giveaway of the Set 13 preview pack. So we've had 4 players, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, I stand corrected, win Worlds twice. Who was the first person to do the feat? Who was the runner-up? And where was the tournament held? First person who can answer that question wins the pack.
Nice question, Dan.
So you have to tell me who was the first player to win Worlds twice, who was the runner-up, where was it held, and the year. So I need those four. First person to answer the question on the chat will win. Okay, so Justin gets out his Kylo Ren with lightsaber. It's a good start. So he gets him out to the forest site. So I understand going there with the shuttle, but you kind of want to put Kylo over into the interior site. I mean, you're playing against EBO. They're really, I mean, unless he comes down with like a Luke Skywalker and Rogue One right now, there's really no reason not to move in.
Yeah, I think he wanted to grab cards.
Congratulations, Mike Turner. Mike Turner is the winner. 2007, Chicago, Illinois, Johnny Chu versus Justin Desai. Congrats, Mike Turner. Do me a favor, PM me on the forums your address and that you won a pack. So congrats to Mike Turner for winning the first pack.
Yeah, Udi, you were really close, but
yeah, you were. Like, I mean, we had Thomas was close. He got it right with the Chu versus Desai. So that was good there. And then, but yeah, you had to give me the date and the location. Looks like Mike Turner literally just went to the Wikipedia page and just posted it. So, good job, Turner. Yeah, he just copied and pasted. So, yeah. So good job, Turner, on your quick thinking and getting to the Wikipedia page.
Okay, Chris. Good night. Thanks for the stuff you already did. Pulling a long all-nighter, I guess. So
I think the next one's not going to be so easy, though. The next one, you're going to have to do a little bit of digging. So I still have one more to give away.
Ooh, and Justin misses his
Starkiller
base.
Well, I mean, do you really think that you're playing a second Stark or two more?
No, he just wants to see what's. Yeah. But DDM's reaction, I'm not sure if he's happy, but he sees something that he doesn't like. So
yeah, maybe like a gravity shadow or lateral damage or something. DDM only got out the Riken, and
yeah, he drew a lot of cards. So
yeah, Justin didn't drain there. I don't like that. So he does put the Kylo Ren shuttle up to the Starkiller base, and he keeps Kylo. So he does move Kylo into the side. So
I think with the verification Justin did, he wanted to make sure it's his key card. So either he's searching for a specific first order character to flip, or he wants the Hux or another key character to get out to safely go to space. Because with the slow start of DDM, he could try to put even more pressure on it, because it doesn't look like he has 13 force. If he goes for the EBO operations this turn, he doesn't have that much force left. So he pulls the docking bay in the garrison, so he might have EBO already in hand. So and also curious to see if I'm not expecting it, but David used to play Catwall in his EBO deck. Oh, there's Wallex. So yeah, I'm not expecting it this time around, but you never know with David.
Yeah, now I'm wondering if people. I know that Whale Explicix has had a bug at one point So does anybody know if they fixed that?
I think it's fixed. I
Okay.
think the bug is fixed. It
Okay,
works.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, I'm 95% sure it's fixed.
Okay, so there is the the EBO. There's the garrison, so he can start getting out stuff.
Yeah, well, he did have cheap characters, so he still has 12 force left. So
Yeah, and with him playing EBO, I mean, he can put out a bunch of starships really fast. Now, Silverglint
yeah,
has 6 cards left in his force pile, so he can do a lot next turn too.
yeah. I'm assuming David saw some space tech in it, perhaps because I don't think he wants to do anything on the ground
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning. So, okay, he does get Commander Luke. So let's see if he also has already a spear in hand, or does he wants to take it slow?
Yeah, I think you want to go a little slow. I think you want to set up on in space before you go. Like he doesn't have Haven out yet, so
I'm curious. He
okay.
has.
Ooh, there's a Tantive. He has the
Ooh,
Tantive in his hand. He's gonna go down. I like this.
does does Justin have the barrier?
No, here comes
No.
Radis as well. Uh-oh, this could get bad really fast for Justin.
Well, he has 13 cards in hand, so. And at the moment, it's not that much power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's power 6, but you got to think like he has some sort. Okay, so there's an Imperial Command. You got to think he's going to go try and get like a Hux or a PV here.
Or he wants to see, he wants to limit his force with DDM.
Okay, David grabbing that. Okay,
Yeah,
so there's
because
the Hux.
Yeah. Whew. And he has the bow, so.
Oh, this could. I mean, this could get bad for him, but we'll see. Okay, there's a red 8, so he gets a shield pull with that.
Yeah, it's great. I really like that card in EBO. Especially if you're playing Blissex.
Mm-hmm.
So he battles, and
Yeah.
let's see what he has. So
I really hope Justin has a Gick right here, because this could get bad for him really fast.
yeah, an ice
Oh,
storm.
that's a nice storm. So I think if you're DDM, or I think if you're Justin here, you have to pull the shield. Okay, so he's down by 20,
Yeah.
and so he's down by 15 in overflow right here.
Oh,
No Gick.
Ooh,
Oh, oh.
that's brutal. Oof.
Wow.
Oh,
DDM taking a chance and coming
David
out with
wasn't
gold.
expecting it. Ooh.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So okay, he's gonna lose some good cards. He loses a P59, Arsene, Cold Feet, Overwhelmed, Chimera, Gravity Shadow, Trooper, Shiranu, another Trooper. You are beaten, Peavy, Snoke, Command, and there's the Gick.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
Oh, thanks, Riri. Dan, I think the camera is frozen on your part. So
Let me see what I can do. Yeah, it's no.
oh yeah, it's I see movement. So it's yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at for those who don't see it right now, obviously, I have 3 screens going on my setup. I have my Streamlabs over here, and then I've got 2 games going at the same time, so we can do like in-game updates and everything. So, yeah, I go all out for these things, people. And what I'm actually doing is looking up other question to ask, because apparently I'm asking too easy questions, because Mike Turner just goes to the Wikipedia page and just copies and pastes. So I'm looking for I'm thinking of like obscure stuff, because apparently Mike Turner knows his stuff. Oh, Mike, you can't win a second pack. You can help somebody out, but you can't win another one.
So there's an it could be worse. So a power harpoon. Oh, DDM is.
DDM going old school. I love it. Like, watching him play is just, I love it.
He's definitely expecting at edge coming at half. So yeah, there's the force Justin has been saving for the finalizer with Hux. And now he's flipped, so he at least will be able to stack a gig if he's expecting another beatdown. But I saw some interesting cards like Overwhelmed and Command and Gravity Shadow, so he probably wants to grab those cards first because he's not expecting another beatdown. But a real rough start for Justin.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, he moves. So, I mean, it's now, what, a drain of 4 there?
Yeah, but he did pull the.
So, I mean, he's got Coward, but at the same time, like.
Yeah, but it's a battleground with Attentive, so it's.
Yeah. So, it's going to be a drain of 4.
Yeah. Dan, I think your camera is at least on my screen. I see a yellow, no activity on your cam. But perhaps with all your setup, it's taking its toll. There's Marek. That's really nice on the finalizer. So let's see what kind of interrupt Justin will stack. Yeah, he does pull the gig. He doesn't want to take chances.
Yeah, I do not blame him at all.
after the first beatdown,
no.
I think he might be a little bit more cautious. So yeah, but I think he'll eat the drain, and then starts to try to come back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's not out of the game yet, but I mean, losing the cards that he did, he lost 16, or he lost what, 15 cards there?
Yeah.
That's a kick. Like, losing that many cards like he did is just, it's rough.
Yeah, definitely. But I noticed that DDM has decided to raise his agent. And I'm curious about it because with Luke in his speeder, then you don't lose his immunity because he's in the speeder.
True. That's a good point.
So I'm wondering why.
So let me see here. So
Oh, but yeah, the resistant agent needs to be present. Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
okay, that's the reason. Yeah. Still, yeah, it's
yeah.
I was wondering about the present or with the hunt down, it used to be like, or still is at a battleground, and this is present. So yeah, probably David wants to pull something. He wants to revert to a previous phase. So oh yeah, I think no, no, there. I think they're done. So there's probably either a projection pool or a haven pool with the Walkling.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Haven. Like, I like the Haven. It basically tells them that you're not going to go like, oh, but projection's good because I mean you could put it on the site. It would become a drain of 2 there. So
Yeah, I think damage mitigation for DDM is more important now than just increasing his damage output in space because he probably just wants to spread out. The Chimera's lost, so in the old builds of Justin and most map builds, you had like the shuttle and sometimes even not the shuttle, the finalizer and Chimera, and that was your space package. Protected by a lot of commands and first order characters. But yeah, there's the drain of 4.
yeah. Uh, I mean, if you're DDM, you have such a nice. I mean, you've made him lose 19 cards so far. That's really good.
Yeah, he wants to play it safe now. Not too safe, but just spread out with your systems and well, probably going with Commander Luke. And if he's I think I would just go to the 4th marker. Justin has 7 cards in hand. He has 14. He has already lost quite some good cards. I think the first card Justin lost from his reserve deck was a P59. So the chances are you won't have to be worried about something shooting Luke because you really need high destinies to shoot Commander Luke in his vehicle. So
Yeah.
and then he can drain for free. Yeah, so there's the Rogue One. Carl van Sindros cannot enter enclosed vehicles, so that's something he needs to be, but he knows that. But wondering what kind of pilot he wants to put in besides that, or he's just thinking, well, I'm moving Carl because he's land speed 3. So because of Riken. So yeah, there's
Interesting.
another system.
Yeah.
So there's the probability of him going to several systems next turn. I don't think he will do it this turn, but
No.
unless he has an Haven in hand. But I'm not expecting him. I just think he will be playing it safe.
I'm going to say this. I don't like Luke on Hoth in this matchup. I like him on Jakku or at the Starkiller base because then you can threaten drain of 2 there. Now, I get why you're going with Luke on the ground because you have Ice Storm, but Justin saw the Ice Storm. And DDM might not realize that there is a shield against it, so...
Yeah. True. Thomas, which voice is distant? Oh, okay. Dan, if you're reading this, your voice apparently is quite distant, so I can hear you fine just now, but
yeah, I got that. I can change it. Is that better?
for me it is, but just we will see. Oh.
1 second. Let me go in and fix something.
And DDM is going for the spread.
How about now?
Like he.
I mean, my audio is showing that it's working, so okay, there we go. Yeah, I had a little technical difficulty, so I had to switch up. So I noticed that earlier. So not with the audio, but with some other stuff. So I got to fix it now. So everything's good.
Nice.
Everything's fine. How are you?
Okay, so DDM is using his knowledge about previous builds to just spread because he's not.
You saw him lose the Chimera, and at that point, there's no point.
Well, unless Justin's changed the space package, but I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting him to just play. He already also played the shuttle, so then you have 3 ships. Like, I think he's just going with his regular builds.
Yeah, and that seems like a good idea. So he puts out resistance, but he's not showing 3 battlegrounds. So he's gonna put down somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't understand why DDM didn't move Luke. So, okay, so there goes a Walker sighting. Interesting. And a Gold Leader in Gold 1. I think he's not going to be really retrieving anything in this match. So, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think perhaps DDM is still a little bit afraid of something removing Luke, and he wants to bring in another character. And he was low on 4. So he doesn't need to do anything. He has 18 force in his for his activation, so he can easily pay for the drains because he just wants to do if he can put up 2 more turns of draining of 6 or something like that, then it's so hard for Justin to come back from that.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, there's another.
That's a Zuckus. He has a Zuckus, people. Now, he did save 2 force, so he could have played the Spiral. I mean, that he still wouldn't be getting Destiny, but I mean, that power is so big. If he has a Spiral, that's 11 to 4 plus Destiny, so...
It's okay. DDM has 8 cards in his hand, so assuming he pulled a Corvette with a Radis, so he has a Corvette.
Yeah.
He probably has some pilots. So
okay, so let's see what DDM has. Now, like I said, I mean, the spiral comes down. It would be there's the spiral.
Yeah.
Came down for 1. Now, if Haven was out, that would be free.
Yeah, but if Justin doesn't have a barrier, then I think he could be in trouble.
Oh no, he has the Gick, so he can save the Gick, so that cancels
Yeah.
the react. So he's got
Nice.
that.
So he only has 1 card in the reserve, so
He
it's
draws
a
a
3
2.
with
So I mean, he draws a 2 here. He's still
yeah,
down by 1 in power.
no, because of Hux, it's 3, so he's even.
Oh, okay. So
But still, I
yeah.
think DDM is with this. Now all the space cards
Now
are.
he has to move the Zuckus here because DDM could just drop a fleet on him and just wipe him out this turn.
I think the war room is automatic. You don't have to declare it. With Blitzex, if you have two fighters, 2 snub fighters, it's automatic. We
Yeah.
can check for you on the card, but I think it's just
It should be automatic.
yeah, it's no action. So there's Commander Wedge. So
Yeah,
that's a cheap pilot.
Wedge is fine because yeah, he's a cheap pilot. I mean, if you put on with Luke, you add to the drain. So
Yeah, it's
so
he wants to make sure he does his damage, and then he wants to decide
Yeah.
either to spread out and after his battle, or because I'm assuming he's going after Suckers. So with Justin only having 11 force, he doesn't have to be afraid of beatdowns anymore. So
yeah.
I think he's fine by just moving Kalfan with her land speed and Commander Luke just towards the. He already lost his Ice Storm from his deck, so
Yeah, and he lost Haven too. Okay, so looking at the other decks that are currently being played right now, we have a Hunt Down V, we have a Hitco, we have a Hyperdrive. So I like that. The Hyperdrive is currently be playing against Tom Kelly's IE, so that's going to be a fun match. We have a Hitco and a Hunt Down V, so we're going to see a lot of those. Paul Myers is playing Diplo. Huh?
Okay.
What's up?
Is Hyperdrive?
Solid.
Oh, let me see. Oh, Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, Paul Myers has been playing that Diplo for, I think, if he's playing that version, he's lately, so.
Looks like our tournament director, Thomas, has posted all the decks that are currently being played onto the forums. So if you want to see what people are playing, that's probably going to be the best way to do it. We do have a TTO. We have also another CC. We have 2 CC. Bastion is playing CCT, people.
Nice.
I love it.
Here comes a Corellian at half. So now we'll see what kind of pilots DDM has.
Yeah. I mean, he has the wedge. He could put the wedge down. That would bring him up to 4. So he'd have to have a second ship. I think losing to Haven was pretty bad.
Well, but with its 18 force, sure, it's
Yeah.
Commander.
Yep, there goes the wedge. Looks like Joe Giannetti has won. He played against. Let me bring that one up. Joe Giannetti beat Brad Reinhold, so Brad is currently 0-2. And there's Admiral Kraken, or General Kraken, so that brings him up to 5. And he needs what? Greater than 6. So total ability greater than 6. And there's the redemption. So yeah, the redemption could get him back a character.
Yeah.
I don't think he is it, but is that retrieval? Made a play? Yeah, so
No,
you deploy it. So it's not
it's
retrieval,
retrieval. Oh, does it say? No, it's no retrieval. Yeah.
but he didn't have a character in his lost pile to get back. So
Yeah, it's because I think it's a rebel character.
yeah,
Yeah. And he lost Poe.
no,
Yeah, he
Poe's over
didn't.
here on the
He's
Santiv.
still, yeah. Yeah, he's no, yeah. He didn't lose anything, of course. So.
Looks
But
like your
it's
it looks like your boy Crypto is playing ISB. He's currently playing. Let's see. He is currently playing.
I think Slugnet.
Great.
That's
No, that's no.
not. Yeah, he's playing Rickard.
Rickard. Yeah, ISB versus Legends. So kind of a throwback. Okay, 17-4. I mean the Gick has been used,
Yeah.
so the Gick
Yeah.
was. I mean the Gick
But the
suck.
was pretty well file, so
Yeah, and he draws a 4, so 21-4. Oh,
yeah.
okay. There's a 5, so I mean it's 20. So I think you lose the redemption here, or no, maybe Kraken. I think is Kraken enough? No, Kraken would not be enough. So yeah, I think you lose the redemption. You don't want to lose Wedge because you want to put Wedge onto the speeder. And at this point, you got to be yeah. Justin concedes. Wow. So DDM is 2-0.
Yeah.
DDM is 2-0. This is go DDM.
Nice. It was rough. But
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, okay, I don't like moving the shuttle. I think you have to leave the shuttle at the site until you have. I think Justin went a little too fast for himself. So I think in doing so, it just was bad. So, but I think overall, I mean, DDM played that really solid. So,
yeah.
congrats to DDM for going 2-0 there. Let's go in and check on another game. Who do you like?
Well, Jared is, I think, on the same channel doing the Bastian Dylan.
Yes, yeah, he's still doing his the Bastion game, I believe. And Dylan. So look at our matchups right now.
I think segment crypto, so the Rickard crypto, it's getting low on life force because some other games are still in the early stages.
Yeah.
So perhaps that's some
Yeah,
we could check that
let's
out.
check on the crypto game. So we're gonna go watch on crypto and Ricard. The other game that I want to keep my eye on is CRG versus Alex. That is, it's a hunt down V versus EBO. So kind of kind of a new school, old school type of a game. But I
Yeah.
like this. I like seeing Legend, and I like this new Qui-Gon. Like
Yeah.
he's really strong. Okay, so we did have some action. Uh, Padme and Chewie. Chewie was able to shoot down Marquand in the Blizzard Walker. So only the sister is left after this battle. However, let's see. Yeah. However, Rickard, I mean, was able to clear off that site really well. I find it interesting. Like I'm noticing, like Crypto's deck, it's not really your average type of a build. Like, he's got 2 Imperial Justices out. He's got a plethora of characters at the Maz Castle site. And I mean, that's the exterior site too. So not a lot of people are playing that in their Legend right now. But so I mean, he's got the Falcon with Solo and Poe. So I mean, he's got space pretty solid. But at the same time, I mean, Crypto. It looks like he's pretty strong on the ground, and we're on Crypto's turn. So maybe we'll see some action. Maybe we'll see some action in the space. Okay, so he's going to put the Virgins in the Force into his use pile to draw 2 cards. I like that. That's smart. So, I mean, you're taking 2 cards in your hand, so he has a nice, strong hand right now. And I want to say this is table 1. So, Crypto and Rickard are playing really well. I mean, we did just see them win the last game. So, Resistance isn't, or Ultimatum's not in effect for Rickard, so he had to lose 3 to the Drain at Maz's Castle. He ended up losing an Odin Nestler, Sari, and a Jedi's Resilience. I mean, there's a lot of characters at that site.
Yeah. And Rickard's life force getting low, 11. So
yeah, but I mean, he has 11 but he has 8 cards in his hand.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, I think if you're... Okay, so Crypto's coming down with Shiranu. Smart play there. I mean, that gives you a little bit more to work with on that Vengeance. Now, I mean, Poe and Solo's there, so he's drawing 2 Destiny. If Crypto was going to battle here. Let's see. Tarkin V coming down. I don't get the Tarkin V at the docking bay. I don't understand that.
Well, it adds to the force train, so it tells me that Crypto is thinking Rickard's low on life force. If I just get 1 or 2 straight draining, then he doesn't have force left to make a dent in my armor again. So
yeah. So, and what's bad for Rickard right now is he doesn't have Ultimatum in play. So it comes down to drains of 3 and 1 and 2. So he's losing 5. Now he's going to start moving. So I mean, that's only a drain of 1 at that 01 site because the ISB agents only add at Battlegrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Rickard's not retrieving anything. He doesn't have Rose on the table. He doesn't have BB-8, so he's not doing any extra damage. I mean, what you see is what he's doing, and he's only doing a drain of 1 and 2. So, I mean, right now, Crypto is sitting really well.
Yeah, it looks really good. Drellick, I'm not sure. Dan, I think just round 3 will be just starting after all the games finished, right? There's no...
Yes, there's really no break. So... Yeah. Players are not going to be doing really any breaks today. It's just going to be playing and playing and playing. Get ready for a long day of Star Wars CCG, people.
All day. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the short break is pretty much just to get the seeds and everything, the pairings complete. So. But I want to check up on this match really, really quick. Matt Lutz versus Alex. Matt playing Hunt Down V versus Alex playing an EBO. Alex just dropped down a Liberator, and he's got the Liberator at Luke on Rick in the Queen shuttle against an Emperor shuttle, an Emperor, and a Tarkin. So he's got 17 to power, but we can see that Matt is starting to draw his destiny. He draws a 3, a 5, so that's 8 right there. He's bringing up to 12. So if he draws another 5, I mean, okay, so he's down by 2. So that Emperor Shuttle's doing really nice work for Matt.
Yeah.
But let's go back to our other game really quick, because we have action up in space. Rickard is just initiated a battle with his Leia's Resistance Transport. He has 2 Resistance characters on it, so he'll be able to do he'll be able to do his swap. Discord just booted me.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, Discord just booted me. So, okay, but thankfully, we are still
The audio is still working.
Yeah, the audio is still working. That's the important part. There we go. Okay, so so Rickard initiates. He can do the swap, and he has the force projection in his hand, so he's able to reduce his battle destiny by 4. So he's not going to lose anything in this battle, and Crypto's losing 5. So that's going to be at least Ozzel, but looks like Crypto lost the Shirnu, so he wants to keep the Ozzel, and he's fine. Well, I would have lost the Ozzel because Ozzel is 4 plus 2. He's 4 for 5, so that would have covered.
Yeah, but he's not expecting to drain in space anymore.
No,
So
no, he's not. That's a good point. Maybe he does have a ship. We did see him. He did draw a Death Squadron assignment there. So, yeah, it's possible he does have a ship.
and he's looking at 5, 6 damage now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Crypto just plays it safe. So he won't do anything crazy now.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, like I said, for Rickard, not having that ultimatum right now is going to end up hurting him. He will be able to retrieve with Walkling at some point, so he'll be able to get one of those cards back. But at the same time, he's losing a lot of cards this turn. Yeah, it's gonna be it's he's losing 6 cards this turn. So, and I mean he does have 7 cards in his hand, so he could theoretically lose some cards here. But if you're Crypto, where do you run with the Vengeance? Because, I mean, you're not going to battle because he's only saved 1 card in his reserve deck, and Rickard's on the 7th side of his... Okay, so he's going to reinforce with with a Stormtrooper patrol. So that should give him a little bit more forfeit. So I don't think you're going to run. I think, well, maybe, because it's tough right now. It is really tough. Because do you face down... I mean, both the systems are going to be... You're going... Well, both systems, he is drawing 1 Destiny because there is a card left on the 2nd Imperial Justice. So, but once that card is gone, he's drawing 2 Battle Destiny at both those locations.
Yeah, but only needs to survive one turn. Because with his damage outputs, then I think that's enough to reduce Rickard's life force with so few force that he can only move and not battle and move anymore. So.
True. Now, so there's a Fondor. So he could actually go to the Fondor and force Rickard to come to him now. Okay, so he's going to battle. Rickard does get to retrieve with Lando, though. So he gets a 7 back, though. That could be big. I mean, it doesn't add to the power there, but I don't like that battle. I don't like this battle for Crypto. Because Rickard has 2 characters on that ship, so he can cause the cancel.
Yeah, it's also, I'm wondering why do it? Because you have like the option to just...
Yeah, I don't like this battle at all. This is a bad battle.
But perhaps he has like, no, he doesn't play anything.
And I think he's going to realize it here because, no, he can't cancel and redraw because of the Imperial Justice. So,
yeah, but still.
But yeah, so I think you just lose Anakin Skywalker. It's no big deal. And then Rickard's going to lose the Stormtrooper Patrol. Okay, so that's why he battled, because he wanted to make Rickard lose 1 force.
He's going for the force damage. Yeah.
And I mean that makes sense because you want to make your opponent lose a card, but at the same
Yeah.
time, you're also you played a Stormtrooper patrol onto the ship, so you're losing a card from your hand.
And he retrieved with Lando, so
Yeah,
not.
but he is going to be able to retrieve that Stormtrooper patrol that he just lost, so he's getting one card back.
Yeah,
So
I think he's still fine because,
yeah,
like we discussed earlier, Crypto's done doing his damage, and I think
yeah.
Rickard is not doing enough.
Well, I mean, Rickard's right now going to be able to do 5 points of damage. So Crypto's going to be at
Oh,
13, huh?
yeah, but he's definitely doing damage. But the difference is significant. So
Yeah,
in a race, so
yeah. I mean, it's 6-5. So unfortunately, I mean, or Rickard has just 7 cards in his life force. That's the bigger problem. So obviously, at one point in the game, he got down a lot lower.
yeah.
And it looks like just for as an update, Matt Lust just beat Alex, so that game is going to be over. We have a few games ending right now. Looks like yeah, that game is over. There's a few other games going on right now, so some games have ended. So it looks like this round's actually going pretty fast, especially compared to the last one.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for the information. Kieran won, so
Yeah,
Tom Kelly won, so those are both 2-0.
yeah. And right now it looks like yeah, Bastion is still going with his CCT against Timo. Uh, I'm surprised the amount of QMCs. Like, I mean, we did talk about that one. We are seeing some QMCs. Actually, the deck that surprised me was CCT because everybody said that CCT is in a bad situation with the new Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi, with hit code being really strong. So there are a few CCTs. I mean,
Yep.
Bastion's playing one.
Yeah, but like we discussed earlier, like Darkseid has like a plethora of options.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
Yeah,
all be one, but they're just. So if you think you can make a medical and beat the three prevalent light side decks, um, and well, it's also the European heat, so it's not surprised to see a little bit more EBO than like
yeah.
in America. Yeah, but still, I was not expecting that much EBO. This round, I think I don't see that much. David was playing it, but still, the
Yeah,
previous
I
round, I
mean,
think there was.
there was two. So we saw three.
Yeah,
Oh, so Rose is down now for Rickard. So now he'll be able to start retrieving a little bit. So, I mean, the damage essentially. I mean, okay, Crypto's retrieving one. He's doing 6 damage. Ricard's doing 5 damage and retrieving one. So Crypto's still up by 1 point of damage. So for those who want to, because we have two streams going on at the same time, if you want the multi-channel up, it's basically here. I'll do it for you. I'm gonna put this in the chat. So it's twitch.tv/swccg
yeah, they're
slash
currently streaming the Bastia match. So if you really
yeah.
want to see that match, so. And that is showing you how to do the multi-channel so you can look at several screens at the same time.
But you definitely want to keep Cohen and myself going with the audio because we're important.
That's nice to hear, Dan.
There you go. So that's basically how you do it. I believe. Let me see. I'm just going to check and see. Maybe. No? Why didn't it work? Stand by.
Okay. Well, in our game, Vandalay is being deployed to Vondor.
Oh.
That's another great ISB agent. Really useful at earlier games, earlier stage of the game, because I'm not expecting that much battles at the moment, but still.
Okay, so if you want to do the multi-twitch, it's basically that, or the multi-stream. So you can have two going at the same time. You can still say active in the chat. You can mute one or two if you want. So make sure I got to make sure I spell correctly, because I can't spell to save my life tonight. There you go. It's the third link. Third time's the charm. So this way you can watch Cohen and myself. You can watch Jared, and you can stay active in the chat. So when I do the next giveaway, you'll be ready.
We'll see a concede by Rickard. So
I think he realized. Yeah. He only has the 6 force left in total, so yeah, there's a concede from Rickard. So, Crypto 2-0.
Yeah.
You said you picked him in the fantasy, correct?
Yeah, true. I picked but I also picked Justin Brand. So.
Oh, how is Justin doing right now?
Oh, that was a rough.
Oh yeah, we saw. So he's 1-1. I mean. Hey, 1-1 is still pretty good.
Oh no, I'm not worried, but I can understand. Justin at the moment is like, not the most happy temper out there. So
okay, so I want to check on this one, because if I remember, this is Kendall versus, let me pull up his opponent. Kendall from Bad Deck Breakdowns is currently playing. And he is playing against Bjorn. And he is playing his 12-card hunt down.
Oh?
He's playing a 12-card hunt down with Gungans. Oh, I love it.
Nice.
So he's playing against Bjorn. And it looks like Kendall, he's got ground pretty much situated. He's got Luke with lightsaber, Obi-Wan with lightsaber, both at the Death Star docking bay against Bjorn's Set Your Course. So another deck that a lot of people weren't really thinking. But I like this. Bjorn playing the dreaded Imperial Starfleet, so he can put non-unique starfighters there to cancel drains. So he's just canceling drains like all day. I mean, we're seeing he's canceled 5 drains so far. Where's the deck building challenge for that? Oh, Drew, I know you want to go check out the Paul Myers game, but this is Kendall. Come on, we gotta represent with Kendall. I think you and I froze. Oh, no. Wow. No, it just looks like there's a little bit of... Yeah, we're freezing, so... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, we're back again, but it's okay. Like...
Yeah. I'll fix it.
There's the shield to Kashyyyk. But the tie has a lot of retrieval, the tie deck, so Bjorn is retrieving a lot of force. And he has 5 tie interceptors on the threaded.
That's insane. I love it.
Oh man, that's That's insane. Yeah. So he has a lot of retrieval potential still in his deck. So yeah, I think Bjorn so far has played two interesting decks. So his EBO deck and now his
Yeah,
Thai deck.
I'm loving it.
So
Yeah, having a little bit of difficulty with Discord, so we'll fix that later on. So we're not going to be on screen for a little bit, but as long as you
no
guys can
worry.
hear us, that's the important part.
Yeah. So let us know if we're not being if the audio is not coming through, but
Yeah, we should be fine. Okay, so
yeah.
Bjorn's gonna move in front of the Han Chewie and the Falcon. Han Chewie and the Falcon has Lando and Padme on it. Uh, where do you really go with the Han Chewie and the Falcon? Because all I'm seeing is guns everywhere.
Yeah. And those TIE interceptors can shoot twice in a battle, and he has fighter cover. So
Oh,
he can also redraw his destiny. So
yeah, that's not good. I mean, I'm
yeah,
just seeing guns and guns everywhere. Like, where's the Imperial artilleries for Bjorn? Now, I will say this though. Interesting enough, Bjorn only has one card in his lost pile.
yeah.
I mean,
But
he's got 15 left, but he's only got one card in his lost pile.
yeah,
I've never met Bjorn, but I love this. This is amazing.
yeah. It's great.
Okay, so Kendall's going to drain for 3 at the Boss Nash Chamber. So he is going to. So I just said that Bjorn only had one card. He's going to lose. He's going to lose 3 cards here, so he'll be at 4. Now, I mean, the right now Bjorn is he's going to be paying for each of those drains. So, I mean, he is doing a decent amount of drains. He's doing for 2. I'm going to say he's going to drain at Kashyyyk. So that's another 2. So he's losing 4, 5, and possibly 6. So, yeah, I don't know where to go with that Han Chewie and the Falcon. So you don't want it shot down. And, I mean, I understand that, like, you're getting 2 Destiny at Kashyyyk, but your opponent can limit you with a simple Imperial Justice, hard off of the Injustice. So, I mean, you're down by 10, plus you're getting the 1 from to power.
Did he just he deployed draw the fire right this turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he could still limit with the Imperial Justice,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Well,
But, I mean, you are
yeah.
causing a point of damage. I mean, you could just lose to Padme. I mean, that makes sense, but...
Well, perhaps he knows his destinies. He
Yeah.
does have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't want to go up against those guns. That's the biggest problem.
yeah, but if he inflicts enough damage, then the executor
Yeah.
is gone, and then
Well, I don't think he's
there's-
going to... Yeah, I was
there's-
going to say, he's got 3 cards on the Imperial Justice, so...
yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit optimistic.
Yeah.
But perhaps this was the reason. Perhaps he just wants to lose the Falcon, and
No, I don't
I'm
think... you don't want to drain for... You don't want to pay to drain.
no.
Oh, he draws a 1 for power.
Yeah.
So I don't think he knew
But
his
he-
destiny.
Yeah, but he could go to the Death Star. He still needs
Yeah,
to
he
pay
would-
for the drains, but
Yeah.
then he's at least safe from guns.
He's safe from the guns, and I mean, it is a drain of 3 there, so... Okay, so he draws a 5 for Battle Destiny. So, I mean, that brings him up to 14. So, I mean,
Okay.
Padme's
Yeah.
covering right now. And you're knocking... Yeah, so Padme's going to cover. And you make your opponent lose the Emperor's Shield. So,
but that's no problem
Mm-hmm.
for Bjorn. Oh, Sean won, so that's not. Thanks for Thomas for the information.
Yeah, and we still got 3 other games still going. One of them is Paul Myers, and Adam. We have Bastion versus Timo, and we have
Tardis against Jodocast.
yeah. I'm not sure who. I don't remember who they are.
Tardis is Darren Mellons from Ireland.
Oh yes, and then we have Mason Gillian. Okay, so yeah, we still. I mean, we still got. I mean, also all of those matches are pretty close. So, and that's just from looking at like at their life force. So, but yeah, I think so. Instead of so Bjorn loses Piet instead of the shield. Interesting. Um, I would rather honestly. I mean, it kind of makes sense because you have 2 cards on the Imperial Justice. Piet and the Shield both add 3 to the power, so I mean that's fair. Now, what's interesting is he saved the Lando, so Lando's going to be able to retrieve some. But yeah, I think what it comes down to is, I mean, for Corin, or for Kendall, you're doing 4 points of damage. You're not going to get Bjorn down. Okay, so he loses the control tunnel vision to cancel the drain at Naboo. So that saves them a force. I think if
I'm assuming, yeah.
And I think if you're Bjorn, you still battle here because you're going to retrieve one because your opponent just played Draw Their Fire. Ooh, that's big. Zuckuss and Misshunter. But Kendall has the Rebel Barrier, so that's going to save him.
Yeah, and there's no shield anymore, so
yeah.
Oh, that's the light fight, so that's
And Cohen, you said you're going to step out after this game or this round.
Yeah, I'll probably see the parents, and then because today in the Netherlands it's Sinterklaas, so that's like the equivalent of Santa Claus in the US. So I'll be heading off to family after that. So, but it was great.
Yes, it has been a blast so far. Like I've seen a lot of games that I wasn't anticipating, but you know what? I'm enjoying it. Okay, so Bjorn will initiate the battle here. So again, both players are going to be able to retrieve, and Kendall's going to have to lose one. So I think if you're Kendall, yeah, you lose. The procs are going to happen, so you lose one to the Draw Their Fire, and then you can retrieve with Lando. Okay, Kendall's going to lose his Corn Horn, so he's actually going to get the Corn Horn back. And he is currently down 7 in power. Okay, Bjorn taking a card off the Imperial Justice. He has 1 left after that. I think if you're Kendall, though, I think you want to move one of Luke or Obi-Wan into the 0-2 site. That way you can do a little bit more damage. Okay. Let's see what Kendall draws for his power. Draws a 1. Those 1s are killing him right now. Because he needs to make up that difference in power. Now, that's going to get he's going to... Okay, and Bjorn draws a 2. So it's currently 17-9. Kendall's currently down by 8. I think if you're Kendall, you want to start... You're going to want to peel cards here instead of losing the characters that you and the ship. So he gets up to 14, so he's down by 3. So yeah, I think if you're Kendall, you're more than happy peeling 3 cards.
Yeah, especially since the Justice is getting low, only 1 card left. So But I'm not sure if I think moving either Obi or Luke is that smart, because at the docking bay, Darkseid doesn't get any battle damage. So
True.
it could be tempting for Bjorn to just put some ties even there, and a character and then just battle. But
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, but you want to, I think if you're Kendall, you want to at least force it. You want to force him to come down with those cards. You want to force him to come down because even though he won't. Oh, so Kendall's not going to peel cards, but he is going to lose the Lando. Interesting. I don't like that move. I would rather just peel the 3 cards. But because you can't stick around in space. You really can't at this point. You have to run.
Yeah, but perhaps he's thinking I'm going to just evade and just start draining, and perhaps I win the damage race. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but I think that's his motivation of doing his way. But
yeah, he has to. I mean, he's going to be doing 4 points of damage here. What he has, I mean, he needs to start upping the damage because, I mean, Bjorn's doing 6 points of damage to his 4. I mean, Kendall is up on Life Force. Okay, so he's going to cycle that. So I like this. So he's just going to keep cycling that card, so that way he can start doing 3 and a 3. So I mean, he's doing 5 points of damage now.
Yeah, and if you're Bjorn, you want to get rid of those 5 cards on your dreaded Imperial Starfleet and start moving them to the use pile with the assign your fleet system. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there goes We Must Accelerate Our Plans, Krennic, and Piet. Okay, it looks like Bastion's game is over. So maybe Jared will pick up one of the other games, the other 2 games that are currently going on. We still have the Paul Myers versus Adam game, and we have the Mason versus Darren game. So
yeah.
Okay, so Oh, that's why he lost to Lando, because he had a second one. Now, the only problem is here, his battle destiny is going to be 0.
Yeah, because
so you can't battle into here.
Yeah. Hopefully he realizes it.
I know Kendall does the bad deck breakdowns, but he's not a bad player, so I don't think he's going to battle into this. I hope. I mean, it would cause Bjorn to lose a card, and Kendall would be able to retrieve a card with Lando. But, okay, so he's not going to battle. He's just going to draw.
Lando is only if the opponent's...
well, no, I'm saying with the draw their fire. So...
Yeah. But he just picks up cards, so...
Yeah, and I think that's smart. But he doesn't move the Obi-Wan or the Luke, so... Maybe he is afraid of Bjorn coming down with a character. So, and I mean, I don't see Coward out. So, okay, so yeah, Jared's going to go into the Paul Myers game.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So we have that one covered as well, because it looks like Mason, or is it Mason?
Yeah, I think it's Mason.
Yeah, Mason is going to beat Darren. Mason is currently up 23-2 on Darren's CCT. Let me go into this one really quick myself. Yeah, doesn't look like... Yeah, just checking on this one really, really quick. Mason doesn't have any cards in his hand, so... Sorry, Darren doesn't have any cards in his hand, so he won't be able to... So... This game's going to be over here in a second. We are on Darren's turn, so... I mean, Mason's going to be losing a few cards, but yeah, it's going to be over here. Oh, this is a card a lot of people play. Dice. Don't see a lot of him. I mean, he's power 4 at Jabba's Palace, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, not a lot of people play that card, but it looks solid.
It's at least an interesting meta call if you're playing hit call with dice in it.
And I mean, I like this Hitco because I don't see a walkling, but I do see the shield doors down. So I mean, there's a lot of sights on that end door. So, but yeah, it looks like this game is going to be over. He cancels the scum and villainy. Wait a minute. Darren using his own card. Good point. I like that. Darren using his own V card in his match to win. So Mason only has one card left. He did just take a drain of 2 there. So he's only got the one card left, so I'm going to say that this game is pretty much over, and good job, Darren. But let's go back over to our other game because Bjorn just appointed us a TIE fighter in front of the Falcon. So it gets worse for Kendall.
Yeah.
Like, I think I agree. Moving the Falcon to the Death Star would probably have been the right move.
And he does have 2 forts. If perhaps he doesn't need it, so
yeah,
he wants to pay force for the retrieval. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Falcon could easily have gotten to the Death Star. I mean, Corrin has to lose a card. He's going to retrieve with Lando. But he's down 11 in power. So, I mean, if he can make up some of this power difference, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. Oh, our power is a weapon to add to. So, so now he's down by 13. And there goes the last card off the Imperial Justice. And he draws a 1 again. He's drawn so many 1s.
Yeah, but he didn't need to remove the light side justice because the total destiny of is 0. So
yeah,
he probably does it for the card, but he
doesn't.
Need
and the paired defenses doesn't work. So he puts a card back into his deck, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And I want to say Kendall's going to draw like maybe a 4 for Destiny, or no? If I'm tracking it right, he's going to draw 5. Oh, that's right. So he draws a 3. He's down by He's down by what, 13 or 16? So you have to lose the Falcon, or you lose.
Yeah.
It was just a bad sequence of events for him.
I think somehow he thought with Lando aboard, I get to draw my destiny. But it's a passenger, so yeah, it doesn't work like that.
No. I mean, if he could. And now, like I said, I mean, you could lose Lando and 9. And keep the Falcon alive, but yeah. And now he has to lose 1 on top. That's just insult to injury. Oh!
Pride of the Empire.
Oh, that's big.
Oof.
Because now that's 2 force loss.
Yeah, because it's a tie LN, so yeah.
Yeah. That's going to speed up this game.
Yeah, and because of if Corrin doesn't have another ship, then Bjorn can just start deploying his ties, for example, on the Death Star docking bay, and start initiating battles and retrieve first with sonar and then withdraw the fire. And because he doesn't lose anything, he can just loop that stuff.
Yeah.
So
now I will say this: like if Corrin or if Kendall has another ship, you go down in front of that TIE interceptor, that lone TIE interceptor that has a gun. And the reason is, I mean, yeah, they can shoot. It's gonna be 0, so you don't get the bonuses. But I mean, you can cancel and redraw. It's tough. Let me see. Power +3. I mean, it only says cancel and redraw. So to hit the Falcon, because the Falcon is maneuver 6, you would have to draw a 7.
Yeah.
And now Kendall can't even loop his. He can't even loop the. I think I can take care of myself because now the resistance is on the table.
Yep.
So he's paying to drain. He's going to be doing. So if he pays to drain, he's going to be causing 5 points of damage. That would bring Bjorn down to 9. It still allow Bjorn to drain at 3 spaces or 3 of the systems. So he'd be doing 5 points of damage himself.
Yeah, and then he has the
and
pride
then
of the
yeah,
Empire.
but I will say this: Kendall does have the advantage because he has so much in his life force. So he wants to do his like. I think he wins this barely because he can.
If Bjorn plays it smart, I think he just needs to put a tie on the Death Star docking bay each
And
turn.
battle.
And battle. So first retrieve with the tie, then battle, then retrieve force,
see,
and then
so-
put the tie to the use pile. That's, and he can do it 4 times. He has 4 ties for it. So
And that's not including any that he's in his hand.
yeah.
So I think you're right. So now the only problem is Kendall won't be. He won't lose the Luke or anything. So if he moves either the Obi-Wan, I think you move the Luke into the 2-0 site. So that way he can start paying to drain for that extra 2.
Yeah, he needs to take risks.
Yeah, he does. And Bjorn only has 1 card in his hand. Why? Why do that? That's a miss. That has to be a misclick.
Yeah.
I don't like that. There's no point to do that.
No, unless he plays Revolution, but it's immune. So the Council Chamber is immune to Revolution. So
yeah, I don't get that. I do not. I mean, that makes no sense unless he has like a spy to go down and start draining for 3. But I think he's being a little too cautious there. I don't think you do that. I think you move the Luke into the 2-0 site so that way he can start draining for 2 there, and then it's going to compile. I think that you're right. Bjorn can do what you said. Start retrieving, putting ties into the use pile. Now, I mean, Kendall could throw the raid going down there. It could mean he could try and use I think I can take care of myself to make it a drain of 1. But if you're going to try and do that, why pay for a drain of 1?
yeah. No, that's well, perhaps he has his reason, but I'm not seeing it. So
yeah. I'm going to say this. I'm going to have to yell at Kendall after this. Now, it is early, so I'll give him that. But I'm still going to yell at him. And he has a Corn Horn. Why not put the Corn Horn to the 2-0 site?
yeah.
I mean,
I think he just had a small meltdown, like
Yeah.
not because, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there goes another. Oh. So Ty comes down. He retrieves a force.
I'm wondering why he put it there, but still, well.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Korn's out of force. He can't deploy to the Death Star, so.
No, I for Bjorn, but I think he's fine because
Yeah.
at the moment Bjorn is winning the damage race, so he
Yeah.
doesn't need
I
to
mean,
take.
you can land the Ty to the docking bay, correct?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
you don't want to you don't want to do that because
No.
you wanted to deploy it there and then battle and then
Yeah.
make it to the use pile, but now you don't want to do it. So
No.
with the draw to fire, it makes sure you can get more. So
Exactly. And you're putting a Ty to the use pile, so you're essentially retrieving 3 cards.
but perhaps it's like preemptive, making sure that
Yeah.
Kendall cannot go to the Death Star. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think if Bjorn just pays drain and retrieve with his tie, I think he can manage it. But
So okay, Kendall's doing 4 points of damage. This is going to put Bjorn at 8 cards, hand and life.
yeah,
So he can only. So he's only going to be able to drain twice.
yeah, I think it was a really strange move to move the suckers and the tie on the and deploy the tie on the Death Star. If he's starting to go battling, I think because now, like you said, he doesn't have enough force to make 2 force drains and battle on the Death Star docking bay to get his retrieval going. So
and I mean he's going to drain for. Okay, so that's why. So yeah, he plays the Ray, so he drains for 1. Just move the Luke or the Obi-Wan in, and you win. I mean, I think Kendall wins just because of the math and everything at this point.
yeah, I think so. If Bjorn did last turn just battled, then he had more force and then he could do something else. But yeah.
So I will say this. So right after this game, it's gonna Jared and I will be playing, or streaming. Cohen again will be stepping out. So we'll take a short break so that way the pairings can be done, and we'll go on and we'll go into game 3. And yeah, Kendall's gonna draw. Gonna yell at him. I love Kendall, and I don't get why he's drawing. Because you don't need cards in your hand. You want to have more life force to work with. So that way you can make sure.
If he keeps it at 9, he at least can drain at 3 locations. So
yeah,
okay. So he keeps it at 9, so that's okay. And now let's see what Bjorn does. Does he go for the battle? So the drain and battle, or does he?
But I mean, where do you battle? Because if you're going to drain, that's 6 force. He's only going to have 1 left.
Yeah,
he can't even deploy Ty.
No, I think he should only drain 1 and do the battle. But I think he messed up last turn. I think
okay. So his cheapest Ty is 2. So yeah, you drain for 2. You put the Ty down. You retrieve. Yeah. You put the Ty in. And you retrieve from the draw your fire, and you're causing Kendall to lose an extra card. Yeah,
but I think that's the maximum.
He drains. Oh, and now he can't even do it. And Kendall just lost card. And Kendall loses cards from his so he lost 1 from his force pile. He saves 1 card, so now he can't drain. He can only drain at 1 location or 2 locations.
Yeah. Okay, but still.
So, I mean, he's doing 2, 4, or no, 2. Yeah, he's doing 4 points of damage. So, I mean, Bjorn's still in the game.
Yeah, and with the pride of the Empire. So,
yeah.
So, but yeah, he's. Okay, probably goes to the Death Star, I think.
But why?
Because perhaps he wants to shuttle down the car. I'm also not sure.
But
If he goes to
if he
Naboo.
move even if he move like he can't he pays 1 now he can't shuttle.
No, true. Yeah, he goes to the Death Star. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I
It's
said, Kendall should draw. So Kendall needs to drain, and he needs to move one of those 2 characters to the 2-0 site, so that way he can drain for 2 next turn. Because he's going to be at 4, so he can drain once, and that's it. So I mean, Kendall's going to be losing 4 cards here. Yeah.
Yeah, but if he force drains, Bjorn doesn't have enough force to make the drain. So
No, he can still. So Bjorn can still drain for. So it's like I said, Kendall's going to be doing. He can only do the 1 drain. He can only do 4 points of damage this turn.
why does he start with a drain of 1?
It doesn't matter.
Perhaps he's is expecting Tarkin's orders.
Maybe. I mean, but Bjorn doesn't have any
He
cards in
doesn't
his
have any
hand.
hard lands. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can't even he can't even cancel a drain with the Starfleet. Like I think Kendall's so focused on I think I can handle myself at this point to not realize what he can do to win.
Yeah, but I think he's winning because Bjorn.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's
yeah.
well okay. So let's do the math. So he's going to lose 2 to Pride to the Empire right now. That's going to leave him at 7. So if Bjorn drains for 2, he's going to go down to 5. So he can only drain 1. Yeah. So then he's going to be doing 3 points of damage. And then all Bjorn has to do, he's going to lose 2 more. So yeah, I think Kendall wins by like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think hopefully both players will take a look at their replays because I sometimes forget it because you think you're doing the best thing and it's logical and Bjorn is also at 4 minutes, so perhaps he's also getting a little bit time stressed, but I think with 3 ties on the Dreaded Imperial Starfleet and your retrieval going on, so yeah, hopefully he realizes that, but
yeah. Then he draws.
So he activates.
Thomas is still missing the Paul Myers game, so
okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, Jared got over there,
okay,
right?
So here's the funny thing. Kendall's not going to be able to drain after his turn. Because he's going to drain. He'll do drain of 1 or drain of 2. BB-8 ping. And then he'll do the BB-8 ping.
Empire will kill him off. Oh.
No. It gets worse. So he does the BB-8 ping. He does the drain. So that brings Bjorn down to 1.
Yeah.
He loses 2 to Pride of the Empire. So that brings him down to. Oh, Bjorn just used something special planning to retrieve. So he retrieved a ship. So now he has 5. Okay, Kendall has 6. So Bjorn's going to be able to drain it for 2, and he's losing to Pride of the Empire. So that's 4, putting Kendall at 1.
Yeah.
Bjorn wins.
Oh, it's really close.
Yeah. Now, Kendall has to battle here.
Well, what does Bjorn do?
So, the reason Kendall has to battle here is to get that extra retrieval in.
Yeah, that's why I'm not
Yeah, I
understanding.
don't like that. I don't like this play. I do not like this play.
He could send a tie to the use pile. That's true, but
Yeah.
yeah. But just because he's not draining there, because he's going to drain. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
going to drain at the battle planes.
Yeah.
And that's it. He's going to be
he-
doing 3 points of damage. Then Bjorn's going to then he's going to retrieve 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to initiate a battle, retrieve 1, withdraw their fire.
Yeah. Oh. I think.
And Bjorn's going to go down to 1. So Bjorn's going to go down to 1 life force, and then he can't do anything else. And then literally, like, Kendall doesn't have to do anything. He just has to let BB-8 win him the game. This was a mistake.
He does get to send. Yeah, the move landing the ship was a mistake, but he can put the tie in use pile.
Bjorn's trying to shuttle.
Yeah.
Bjorn's trying to shuttle, and he can't because he doesn't have the force. I mean, what he could have done is put Thrawn onto the Mist Hunter and then shuttled them both down at the same time, and then put them out.
Yeah, but it lets him, because he gets the suckers. He gets the suckers. Now he has enough presence to sacrifice. He loses force, but he gets the free drains in. Mm-hmm. So by moving all his ships, he at least makes sure he can do a free shuttling cost of force. Yeah.
Yeah.
Force assets. Yeah.
Wait. No. Yeah, it's not free.
Always cost force, so
it's not free. I think he's looking at the docking bay saying the transit. Okay, so he does realize that. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Actually, Thomas just pointed it out. Now,
free drains.
Free drains. He wins.
Yeah, well, he needs to survive, but he will do that because.
And he's going to survive. He's going to be able to survive. He's going to be down to 1 life force, and he wins.
Yeah. He gets. Yeah, docking bay train. Yeah, they're probably. Yeah, it's okay, but he still survives because he gets the free drains in.
Yeah. Oh gosh, like I said, and I posted this on the Get forums. I am so disappointed in Kendall. I'm a disappointed dad in him. But you know what? I'm going to say this: well played by Bjorn played really well right here. This is what won him the game.
Yeah, it looked like strange when he only put 1 tie there, but if he got enough ties and ships to satisfy attrition, then it's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's a really close game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bjorn's going to win by 1. Actually, no. Yeah, because if Kendall if he battles here, retrieves 1, then Bjorn will drain for 5, and the Pride of the Empire procs. So yeah, it doesn't matter. He's on the 0 side of the objective. He doesn't have any battle damage. So, yeah, he retrieves 1. He loses 1. Yep, nothing happens. And Pride of the Empire. And that's enough to kill Kendall. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And but Bjorn has only 42 seconds left, so he needs
he just needs a drain. That's more than enough for him to drain.
Yeah, you would assume so, but perhaps.
I mean, I realize it He's at 40. He's at 27
Yeah,
seconds.
he realizes,
If he loses,
realizes.
I mean, I will say this. Yeah, I mean, Kendall does have 18 minutes left, so there's two, and you drain at Fondor.
Yeah.
Wow. What a game.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was really close.
Okay, everybody. So I think we're going to take a break. I'm going to say goodbye to my co-host. I'll be on by myself, and so we'll have that. Again, like I said, Jared is currently streaming on his channel. Well, Jared will be streaming as well. Let me make sure that I'm going to be on myself, but I'll let you know.
I think there's someone joining you, but
Oh, yeah.
we'll chat about it. So I probably Drew, but we'll. Thanks for everybody for watching. Have fun. Dan, thanks for doing this with me, and we'll talk in a bit, and then I'll step out. And everyone has a great weekend and have fun. And good luck to all participants at Worlds.
Yeah. Thanks again, man. You take care.